There are times in life when everything seems to be silent. You fight now, do what you can, but it seems that nothing changes. The doors do not open. The heart lives in conflict. The people around you do not understand your pain. And inside, you begin to ask yourself, did I be born with some curse? Did God forget me? But the truth is that when life is silent, heaven speaks. And today, I come here to deliver you a message. It is a direct warning from Saint Rita of Cascia, the saint of the impossible causes, the one who intercede for those who no longer have the strength to ask. If you were born in one of those months that I will reveal below, don't ignore it. You may be living the same pain that many have already faced, repetitive cycles, promises not fulfilled, injustices that hurt the soul, and a strange feeling that you were born to something bigger, but it's locked. This has a spiritual reason. And Saint Rita not only revealed the cause, as it also brought the path of liberation. Her message is urgent, and perhaps that is the answer that her heart was waiting for. Stay with me until the end, because those born in these months were chosen for something very serious. And when you understand what is behind all this, it will stop blaming yourself and finally start to break free. Believe me, this is not just another message. It is a call. And if you are listening now, it's because this message is for you. Before continuing, if this message has touched your heart in some way, subscribe here to the channel right now. Because this space is not just about videos, it is about spiritual awakening, divine protection, and messages that arrive at the right time. Activate the bell, because Saint Rita still has a lot to reveal, and you cannot lose any call. My daughter, my son, my sister in the faith, if you found this message, if your heart was guided to these words right now, know that it was not by chance. There is a reason why your soul is here, listening. Saint Rita of Cascia, the lawyer of our most desperate supplications, the saint of impossible causes, has a message to you. Such a specific message and so urgent that she is linked to the moment her life began on this earth. Certain months of the year were illuminated by her grace in a special way. And if you were born in one of them, she has an urgent warning to your life. This is not a message to be received from a light weir. It can be a spiritual call, a divine protection that is being offered, or a clear and straightforward alert on the ways you are choosing. What is certain is that this communication, this heavenly whisper, has come strongly and clearly to you. Saint Rita, who in life she knew the deepest pains of a woman, a wife, a mother, and a widow, understands her journey like no one else. She, who carried the stigma of Christ, a wound of love and suffering, has become a powerful channel of the grace of God. Your messages are not just words. They are echoes of divine love, a balm to our afflictions, and a light for our darkest nights. So open your heart, silence the noise of the world for a moment, and allow her voice to resonate inside you. This is a moment of deep spiritual connection, a sacred meeting between your soul and the powerful intercession of the Holy of Roses. Now tell me here in the comments, what month were you born in? I need to know, because each month carries a different message, and maybe yours is just expecting this step to fulfill yourself. Write down here your month of birth, and if you feel in your heart, write too. Santa Rita, talk to me. I will read everything. And believe me, sometimes when we write, faith moves, and the miracle begins to happen. I know the weight you carry. I feel the silence of your unaided prayers, the nights clear when worries seem to swallow all hope. I know the feeling of walking through a shadow valley, where each step seems uncertain and each decision resembles a cliff. Many times you look in the mirror and see tiredness in your eyes, the marks of silent battles that no one else sees. You ask God for a sign, a direction, a simple light to know if you are on the right track. You feel the need for change, but fear paralyzes it. You want the healing, but the wounds look too deep. It is precisely in this place of vulnerability, in this sacred space of his pain, that the message of Santa Rita comes to meet him. She knows what it's like to have a broken heart, what it is to fight for a cause that seemed lost, what it is to wait for a miracle when all doors close. His struggle, his silent tear, his rescue request, none of this goes unnoticed on the spiritual plane. This feeling of being in a crossroads, This anguish that sometimes squeezes your chest is the fertile ground where faith must flourish. And it is for you who feels this excitement that this warning comes as a guide and a comfort. Think for a moment in a simple compass, a small, humble object, often forgotten in our modern world of digital maps and GPS. However, its function is vital and deep. No matter how dense the fog is, how dark it is at night, or how lost you are in an unknown forest, the needle of a compass, invariably, will point to the north. It has an unshakable loyalty to a force that cannot see, a constant direction in the chaos. Our faith, my dear sister, must be this compass, and Santa Rita's urgent message is a call for you to check your inner compass. The world, with its distractions, its false promises, its pressures and anxieties, constantly tries to deforest our spiritual needle. He wants us to point out our life for passing success, material goods, for the approval of others, or empty pleasures. But Santa Rita warns us that our true north is, and always will be, God. This urgent call is for you to pause and observe your own heart. Where is he pointing? For peace or turbulence? For forgiveness or resentment? For hope or despair? Just as a browser trusts the compass to cross a vast and treacherous ocean, you need to learn to trust this inner orientation that faith provides. This is the first step in understanding the specific guidance she has for you, according to your birth time. For those whose journey on earth began in the first months of the year, between January, February, and March, Santa Rita sends a message from fortaleza and decision. This is your time of crucial choices. The paths in front of you may seem confused, and the weight of responsibility can be great on your shoulders. You may be facing a decision that may change the course of your family, your career, or your spiritual life. The temptation to postpone, to retreat, to choose the easiest way is great. But Santa Rita, who had the immense courage to forgive her husband's killers and persist for years at the convent door, asks you to courage. It whispers to your soul that you have the strength necessary to make the right choice, the one that aligns with God's will, even if it is the hardest. This is not time for hesitation. It is time to be firm, to trust your intuition that is illuminated by faith, and to act. Your spiritual compass is pointing to a brave new beginning, and she is interceding that you have the clarity and strength to take this first decisive step. No theme, because the grace to choose from is being spilled on you now. For souls who saw the light of the world for the first time between April, May, and June, the message is of profound cleaning and renewal. Santa Rita is extending a call for you to forgive and allow yourself to be renewed. Your heart may be carrying old hurts, resentments that have created deep roots that are poisoning their ability to love and be happy. You may be attached to a past that no longer serves you, reliving wounds as if they were recent. The saint of impossible causes, who knew the bitterness of betrayal and loss, but has chosen the path of reconciliation, tells you that now is the time of a great spiritual cleaning. It is a cycle of releasing weights that prevent your soul from flying higher. To forgive is not to forget the pain, but to refuse to let this pain define your present and your future. It is delivering the cause into God's hands and allowing His righteousness and mercy to act. This call is urgent because holding these negative energies is creating a blockade in your life, preventing new blessings from coming. Open the windows of your soul, let the divine light come in, and allow this renewing energy to wash you in full. Saint Rita is by your side, helping her to release these chains so that you can embrace a future of peace and lightness. Now, for those who celebrate life between July, August, and September, Santa Rita's warning becomes more intense, a direct call to surveillance and protection. Pay close attention to your energy and the companies you keep. This is a time when you may be more susceptible to spiritual betrayals, envy, and negative influences that seek to drain your strength and joy. People can approach smiling faces, but with hearts full of hidden intentions. Its spiritual sensitivity is sharp, and with it, its vulnerability. Saint Rita, who endured misunderstanding and judgment even within the convent walls, warns you to protect your sacred space. Be more selective with whom you share your dreams, your struggles, and your intimacy. Not everyone who says friend truly wants him well. This is not a call to paranoia, but to wisdom. Protect your energy through prayer, creating a shield of light around you every morning. Avoid environments and conversations that leave it with the feeling of exhaustion or disturbance. The urgent message here is, keep your heart, for you proceed with the sources of life. Your peace is a precious treasure. Saint Rita is interceding that God may reveal to him what is hidden and give him the discernment to move away from what is evil to his soul. And for the precious souls born in the final stretch of the year, between October, November, and December, Santa Rita announces that a rare and valuable opportunity is approaching. Be prepared to act, as a door that has been closed for a long time is about to open. This can be a unique chance of healing, professional fulfillment, reconciliation, or a deep spiritual leap. This divine opportunity will require you to be awake and ready. It will not be announced with trumpets. It may come disguised as a simple conversation, an unexpected proposal, or a sudden insight. The urgency lies in its preparation. You will not be able to receive this blessing if your hands are full of old things, or if your mind is distracted with trivialities. The saint asks you to prepare the terrain of your heart now. Organize your life, solve your pending issues, and above all, intensify your state of prayer and listening. It is time to be like the prudent virgins of the parable, with their lamps lit and with the reserve oil, awaiting the arrival of the groom. Do not let this grace go through you because it was dormant or unprepared. Saint Rita is signaling that the skies prepare something special for you, a true impossible cause that will be resolved. Stay attentive, with a heart full of faith and the spirit ready to act when the divine sign is given. This urgent warning, this Santa Rita collective call, is a powerful memory that we are in a moment of great spiritual awakening. She is calling specific people, you who are listening now, for a mission, for divine protection, or a complete renewal of life. If you felt a shiver in the spirit, a soul recognition by hearing the message for your month of birth, understand that this is not a coincidence. It is a divine confirmation. This message is, in fact, for you. Heavenly energies are aligning to favor those who are open and receptive. Saint Rita is gathering an army of souls willing to live a deeper faith, a more authentic love, a more courageous hope. She is calling you to be a point of light in your family, your work, in your community. To connect more deeply with her intercession and strengthen to receive these graces, I invite her to perform a simple and powerful act of faith. Tonight, or the moment your heart asks, find a silent corner. Light a simple white candle representing the purity of your intention and the light of Christ you seek. By lighting it, fix your eyes on the flame and think of Santa Rita's powerful presence in her life. Do not say complicated words. Just open your heart and talk to her as she would with a loving mother, a faithful friend. Tell her her fears, her hopes, and accept the specific warning she sent her. We now join our hearts in one voice, in one plea, raising our thinking to God for the powerful intercession of our dear Saint Rita. May this prayer be a seal in the message received today, a way of saying yes to the call of heaven. O powerful Santa Rita, lawyer of the impossible, comforter of the afflicted, refuge of those who suffer. You know the deepest pains of the human heart and transform them all into stairs to heaven. Look at me now, your devotee daughter, who puts myself before you with a heart full of hope and anguish. You, who have carried on the forehead the mark of love and suffering of Christ, understand the wounds of my soul, the silent battles I face every day. I come to you today, after listening to your urgent call, your specific warning to my life. I accept, Santa Rita. I get your message not with fear, but with the reverence of who knows that it is being cared for by heaven. If my journey goes through a time of difficult decisions, such as whispers to souls born in the early months, I ask your courage, O brave woman. I intercede for myself so that I may have the clarity of the Holy Spirit, that my choices may honor God and lead me to the path of true peace. Give me the strength not to hesitate to what is right, even if it is difficult. If my soul needs cleaning and renewal, as you have called them to those who were born in the spring of the year, I ask your aid to forgive, O Holy of Forgiveness. Help me to release the resentment, the hurts, the sorrows that chained me to a painful past. Wash my heart with the waters of divine mercy, so that I may be renewed in love and free to receive the new blessings God has for me. If I am in a moment of vulnerability, surrounded by spiritual dangers, as you have alerted the mid-year children, I ask your powerful protection, O vigilant guardian. I covered myself with your sacred cloak. I hid from the eyes of envy, the words of wickedness, the actions of betrayal. Give me the gift of discernment to recognize lamb-skinned wolves and wisdom to protect my energy and peace. And if a rare opportunity approaches my life, as you announce to souls born at the end of the year, I ask your help to be prepared, O Holy Prudent. Awaken my spirit, light my lamp, so that I am not distracted or asleep when grace knocks on my door. Help me clean my hands and hearts to receive the miracle that God, by your intercession, is preparing for me. O Saint Rita of Cascia, patron saint of the impossible causes, this cause of mine, my urgent call, I put in your blessed hands. My guide, my protector, my friend on this journey. May I know, listen to your whispers, follow your guidelines, and live according to God's will. Thank you for this warning. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your constant intercession. Amen. Remember, my sister, that faith is not the absence of storms, but the certainty of having a safe haven. Santa Rita is this port for us. The warning she brings today is not a threat, but an act of immense love and care. It is a mother who warns her son about a danger on the road, a friend who shows a better way. Whatever the message for your month of birth, receive it as a divine gift, proof that you are being looked, loved, and guided at all times. Do not let it be spiritual flame that lit today if it erases with the winds of doubt or the routine of the coming days. Feed this connection. Talk to Santa Rita daily. Have it as your confidant, the one you can tell everything without fear of judgments. Trust in your powerful intercession, for there is no such difficult cause, no such impossible problem that it cannot be transformed by the strength of faith and the love of God. Your life is precious, and heaven is fighting for you. Believe it with all the strength of your heart. Now here is the urgent warning that Santa Rita wants everyone to understand, regardless of their month of birth. We are living a time to wake up collective spiritual, and many people are feeling called to something bigger than themselves. But with this awakening comes opportunities and dangers. There are forces in action that want to keep them small, distracted, and disconnected from their true spiritual power. Santa Rita is calling specific people for specific missions.